Welcome to Adventures in Photography. My name is Stanley Earl Conrad. This series of tutorials in Photoshop will demonstrate how to make good photographs into great photographs. What you are looking at here is an image with virtual framing and matting combined into one overall image ready for printing. The print will be mounted on a flat panel, then hung on a wall as a finished piece of artwork. The most detailed part of this project is constructing the frame. The rest of the project is just adding in the mat board and the image. I will be making a 2-inch wide 16 by 20 landscape formatted frame. The first thing we're going to do is to make a working surface. Go up here to File, select New, slide over and set the width to 40, the height to 32, the resolution to 180, and the color to white. Make sure the resolution is set to 180 on every part of this project for this demonstration. I'm now going to bring in an image of a piece of wood, and we will create a 20-inch frame piece from this, and all of the other pieces of the frame will be constructed from that. So we'll go up to Image, Image Size, change the width to 20, change the height to 2, and ensure that 180 is in the resolution as it will be for every part of this project. Now we'll click OK, and now you have a 20-inch unmitered frame piece. Now I've zoomed in on the piece so that we can get a closer look at what we're doing, but the first thing we need to do is go over here to the Layers palette, right click on the background layer because the background layer can't be cut up. So we'll right click on the background layer and click on Layer from Background and click OK. Now we're going to go over here, and the third tool down is the polygonal lasso tool. So just hold down your mouse button and then select that. Now bring this over right to the very edge there and just carefully put it. Now hold down the Shift key on your keyboard and click the left mouse button once. Now slide the mouse, no pushing of buttons, just slide the mouse down. You can see that line coming, and you can go past it. See how it goes past there? Bring the line right back up to the bottom edge of the piece and click the mouse once. Now holding the Shift key down, slide the mouse over to the right, and you can see the line coming over there as well. So just work the line right back to the edge like that. Click the mouse button once and go up. Now we're going to go up to the top. You can see the line went further, so just bring the line right back down. When you get right down to the edge, click left once. Now you have a selection for the mitered edge. Now just go to the Delete key, hit that, and then do a Control D to remove the marching ants, and you have one end mitered. Now we're going to miter the other and final end. So grab the slider here and slide the bar all the way over to the other side, right about there. With the polygonal lasso tool again and the Shift key held down, click right on the top of this thing right there. Slide the mouse this direction, and when you see the line go past, there it goes past right there, take it right back up to the edge, click the mouse button once, drag it holding the Shift key down over to this side, bring it right there and click it once, and then slide the mouse up. And when you see the line, just bring it over and click it right at the top edge there. Now hit the Delete key, hit Control D, and the mitered piece is finished. We're now going to grab this double-ended mitered piece and move it over to the working surface for further things like making the other three pieces. So go up to the Layers palette, right click in the blue area of the layer, come down to Convert to Smart Object, and watch the little icon right here change. Now we need to right click on that, come down to Select Pixels. Now we've selected the entire piece here, as you can see, and what we're going to do is we're going to go up to Edit, Copy, and then we're going to bring up the working surface, and we're going to go to Edit, Paste, and deposit this first piece on this. So we'll grab the Move tool right up here at the very top, and we're going to move this up out of the way. We're now going to create two more pieces for a total of 3. So go up to the Edit menu, click Paste, move this one down here out of the way, go to the Edit menu again, click Paste, and move this one about right where it is. What we're going to do now is create a 16-inch piece out of one of these 20-inch pieces. So we'll go ahead and we'll make this a little bit larger so that we can see what we're doing. And what we need to do right now is grab the Ruler tool. So go to View, Rulers. Now we're going to put some guides on here, so go take your mouse and put it right on the ruler. Hold the mouse button down and drag the first one right there. Do it again, grab another one, take it over and put it on 14. That'll give us 4 inches to work with, which will leave us a 16-inch piece. Now, you want to grab the polygonal lasso tool, hold down the shift key, bring it right here to this edge right there. Click it once, slide the mouse without any buttons being pushed right to the very bottom there. Click it again once, slide the mouse over, and it's very difficult to see the line where to go. It's right there. Click once and slide it up. Bring that little thing right down there, click it again. Now you have the miter selected. So hit the delete key, do a Control D to get rid of that. Now we're going to erase this area right here. So grab the eraser tool and we'll just erase this remaining stuff just like this. And now we have a 16-inch piece. So we'll see how it works from there. Now we'll create the other 16-inch piece. First, go up and make sure you have the Move tool selected here. Reach it right by the guide, press the left mouse button and it changes, and then drag the guide right off the page. Do the other thing with this guide here right off the page. Now, right-click on this piece. Select Layer 3. Go up to the Layers palette, right-click on the blue selected layer, choose Select Pixels, go to the Edit menu, choose Copy, go to Edit, choose Paste. Now you'll notice nothing, but when you come right here and you hold your left mouse button down, click on that and drag up, there's the other piece. So now we have all 4 pieces ready to go. We just need to change their orientation and we'll be ready to assemble the frame. At this time we're going to name these pieces here so that we know which ones we're working with, and it'll settle a lot of confusion. So on this top one, right click it, click on the layer 1 there, go over to the Layers palette, open it, and right click in the blue right here, select Layer Properties. Type in Top. Click OK. Right click this one, layer 4, it's this one. Right click there, select Layer Properties, and we'll type in Left. Right click on this one, so layer 3, right click here, select Layer Properties, and we'll type in Right. Then on the bottom one down here, right click that, select layer 2, right click that, Layer Properties, and type in Bottom. Now we'll do a coarse arrangement and get them set up the way they should be. If you'll right click this one, it says Top. It is already where it should be. Come down here to the bottom one, right click that, Bottom. Go to Edit, Transform, and come down to Flip Vertical. It's now in the correct position for it. Now we'll go to this one here. This is the left side. So right click that, click left, go up to the Edit menu, come down to Transform, come down to, we want to rotate this one counterclockwise 90 degrees. So grab the Move tool, which you already have, place it there. Right click this one and go up to Edit, Transform, and we're going to rotate this one 90 degrees clockwise. Move it over to the side. There's our basic frame ready for putting together. Alright, what we're going to do now is glue the 4 frame pieces together. To do that, let's start with the left piece. Right click on that, left click on the word Left. Press the left mouse button down with the Move tool selected and move this right up into position. Right click on this one, left click on the word Right, move this one right up into position. Or close. Right click on this, left click on the word Bottom, bring it up into position like that. Now there'll be some minor gaps occasionally, but in order to fix those up, all you need to do is right click on this piece, left click on the word Right, and use the arrow keys on your keyboard to fine tune this thing. You can mess around a little bit with that. You'll end up with a perfectly finished 16 by 20 frame. At this point we want to do a Save As so that we will not lose anything if we make any errors down the way. So go up to File, Save As, hit the backspace key, and we'll call this Working Surface with Frame, and click Save. What we want to do now is link the 4 pieces together so that when we move them, they'll all move as one solid piece and not move individual pieces. So to do that, go up to the Layers palette, hold down the Control key, and highlight the 4 pieces together. Somewhere in the blue area here, right click it, come down to Link Layers, and now they are all linked and can move, and we can move this thing around as one solid piece. I'm now going to bring in the 16 by 20 size of neutral gray matte board. I'll open it up here, and you can't really see it because it's the same color as my background on this, but when you do a select all, there it is. Now we'll go edit, copy, and we'll go back to our other piece and we'll do an edit, paste, and there it is. So you can see that we now have the matte board and the frame together. The final thing to do is bring in the image. So we'll open up the image here, we'll do a select all, we'll do an edit, copy, and then we'll open back up again the work surface and we'll do an edit, paste. And there are all three of the pieces for our final image. Now we're going to rearrange the order of the layers. You'll notice that the image is on top of the matte board, but the matte board is on top of the frame. The frame needs to be on top of the matte board. So in order to do that, we'll open up the layers palette, hold down the control key, and select each of the four pieces of the frame. Right click anywhere in there and go down to merge layers. Now the frame is on one layer all by itself. So what we need to do is get the frame on top of the matte board. So we can slip it up here like this, and there it is on top of the matte board. So let's grab a hold of the frame, move it over here where it should be in position. Now we'll take a look at this image right here of the boat. It needs to be equidistant here, here, and here, but a little bit higher here, pretty much as it is now. Now the color of the frame isn't up to much, so there's a really easy way to take care of that. You can change it to any color you want. Go up to the adjustments panel, left click on the color balance icon, and click on this little thing right here. It's a clipping thing. It clips your adjustment just to the frame, not to the whole picture. Now I've taken a look at something here. If I put in 42 here and I put in minus 63 here, you have a somewhat decent frame. Now you can do any colors, any brightness, anything you want to do at all. In fact, you can do the exact same thing to the matte board. If you don't like neutral gray, you can change it to anything and it works out just about however you want to do it. For a somewhat final touch, how about if we put a beveled edge around the matte board where it meets the image? Let's do this by going up to right here and select layer 2, which happens to be the image. Go up to edit, come down to stroke. Now click in the color bar, and you'll want to set the RGB, the red, green, blue colors, to 240, 240, and 240. That's a slightly off-white. 255 is pure white, but this color seems to work better. And you want to set the pixels to 10 pixels. Now we'll click OK and watch around the picture. And there is a bevel edge cut. Now if you really want to get excited, you can get into putting shadows on this side here or this side here, simulating a light source from up here or whatever, but you can get completely carried away, or you can leave it about like that. This then is the final finished image for this project. You can look around here. There's the stroked and slightly shadowed edge just on this part here, which is a little difficult to see on this size, but it's there. And from here to here, around the edge of the frame, from here to here to here, it's slightly darker to add to the illusion of depth. I've added a signature here on a brush I created with a special brush preset, which you can figure out. It's pretty easy. And I've also sharpened just the frame. So there we are. It's done and looks pretty good.